A new bombshell in the investigation into documents found at President Biden's home.
We interrupt our programming to bring you this Storm Team 3 weather alert.
I'm Storm Team 3 meteorologist Scott Roberts, and we are tracking a tornado warning in Bacon County. This is a storm that we have been watching for the last 45 minutes to an hour to the southwest. It has been producing some tornado warnings on and off due to some spin-up tornadoes more to the west around I-75. But now we are starting to see more of that pretty much right over Bacon County, just to the west of Alma. And this tornado warnings until 6:45. We're seeing that greatest indication of that rotation right over Alma. So if you're in Alma right now along Route 1, definitely get to that safe place right now. This storm is moving from the west to about the east-northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So definitely stay in your safer location. If you're in New Lacey, points more to the northeast of Alma, definitely get into that safer location. This warning is until 6:45. We have since a pretty good indication of rotation with this storm as it is moving through Bacon County. And even if this isn't necessarily actually producing a tornado that's touching the ground, this is very likely producing some very strong wind in excess of 60 or 70 miles per hour in Bacon County. So definitely if you are in the path of the storm as it is making its way more to the east, as we just south of Baxley, you can see along Highway 23 also some very strong returns on radar just to the north of Alma. That's where we would have that possibility for some hail and even some stronger winds as this is moving into the area. I'm going to take another look at this on radar, but again, we are tracking that tornado warning for that possibility. Right now, a radar indicated tornado as it is making its way through Bacon County. So moving pretty quickly. So definitely get to that safer location until this storm does pass, until this warning does go away. But we are seeing this moving pretty fast to the east-northeast. Want to take a look at this. Our Barron radar product here, Viper radar, is indicating that this is moving more to the east-northeast at 71 miles per hour. So that will take the main area that we're watching as far as rotation right around the Alma area, right over New Lacey. So if you're in the path of that, get to your safe place. Further to the north, Holmesville, Surrency, this storm is all going to be moving in your direction just to the south of Baxley as far as that general movement of this storm over the next several minutes. So if you're even outside of this warning, outside of Bacon County, you're going to want to get to that safer location right now. And looking back, this storm really has been producing some strong and damaging wind across much of southern Georgia, actually. Stretching back to the Adel area, Nashville, that's where we actually did have a tornado reports with this and also some stronger winds. So this has been holding together. We've been expecting there to be the possibility for strong and severe storms with this storm system as it has been moving through today, in addition to the extremely heavy rain. But right now we are definitely dealing with more of a concern for some of those stronger winds in the southern part of the area. So right now, this tornado warning is until 6:45. It looks like actually at this point the storm is moving fast enough that it is moving out of the way, moving out of the actual warned area. So if you're in anywhere in Bacon County, definitely get to that safer location right now. And this is going to be holding together as it makes its way more to the east at a pretty good clip, east-northeast, I should say, at about 50 or 60 miles per hour. So this is moving into southern Appling County, so south of Baxley, south of Surrency. That's where we would be concerned about this storm potentially producing some of those stronger winds, especially if this is able to hold together as far as anything tornadic with this. And that's what we have been seeing over the last say about 10 or 15 minutes of really some strong and gusty winds and a little bit of a tightening of that rotation. And really what we are watching is this area right between Alma and New Lacey for that potential for stronger storms moving, those stronger winds, those tornadic winds moving through. And get really close to, so basically right over Rockingham right now is where we are seeing that strongest wind right now, pulling away from there at the moment at a pretty good clip, 45 to 50 miles per hour. And this is moving more towards just to the north of New Lacey. definitely something that we are concerned about. Here's a timetable of when that area of rotation will be moving into your area. Holmesville, Pine Forest, Surrency, all within the next just about 25 minutes or so. So if you're in the path of this in the areas just to the south of Baxley, into Appling County, into northern parts of Wayne County, that's where we are concerned about the strongest winds moving through your area, which would certainly produce the potential for some damage in your area. Certainly lots of lightning, so if you are even outside of the area that is tornado warned, you're going to want to stay in that safe place, away from windows and doors. Get to that lowest level of your home. Maybe cover yourself up with some blankets just in case there would be anything flying around as far as any type of debris if this is indeed producing those types of winds in the area. Elsewhere across the viewing area around the coastal empire and the low country, we are tracking that potential for strong and severe storms with, again, that the greatest part that we are watching is in the southern part of the area, so Appling County into Bacon County. That's where we do have the strongest winds. Further to the north, we do have some heavier thunderstorms that are starting to develop into Toombs County, just to the east of Idalia. We do have some lightning, and all of this is moving toward the coast, so we do have that threat for severe storms until this is able to push more to the coast. We have very warm wind, we have a strong southerly flow, and then wind shifting out of a more westerly direction. So that's why we are dealing with that concern for some strong thunderstorms developing, and that's certainly what we do have down into Appling County, and now we do see that warning is just being extended into Appling County. You just need to take a look at the particulars with that. So it looks like just like what we are seeing on radar here with Viper radar, that this storm is holding together. So this tornado warning is until 7 o'clock. Doppler radar indicated for that storm. Definitely a lot of lightning with this. So this is into Appling County until 7 o'clock. So this also includes eastern sections of Bacon County. So if you are in the path of this storm in southern parts of Appling County into eastern Bacon County, definitely get to that safe place. Here's a quick timetable of those times of arrival for your area. So get to that safer location. If you're on Highway 341, you're going to be in the path of that storm between Baxley, Surrency, Odom, Redland, Jessup, all going to be included in this area that we are watching for that potential for this tornadic development for us, and that's really what we are seeing on radar as far as that circulation. Just in from the Weather Service, it is 4 miles northwest of Alma. It is heading through Appling County at 55 miles per hour. Excuse me, that was just a couple of moments ago. So this is moving. Tornado warning is being continued. Here we go. The Weather Service is indicating that this is a confirmed tornado on the ground, so take cover now. Get to the most interior room of your home on the lowest level in a sturdy building. Get away from those windows and doors. We do have that tornado warning in place until 7 o'clock. We do have that moving to the northeast at about 45 miles per hour, so this would be certainly producing some heavy damage in the areas of Bacon County and into Appling County. Southern Appling County is where the storm is located now, moving very fast. You can see as the radar is updating that this storm is already advancing away from Alma to the northeast of Alma, just to the south of Holmesville in Appling County. So Appling County is now going to be our focus with this storm as it is moving to the east very quickly. As you can see on our velocity product, this is how the radar looks at the winds that are in the storms. And what we look for is where the colors change and where we have the brightest colors together. That indicates the strongest winds. So just to the west of the border with Appling County. So this is where that rotation is, just to the north of New Lacey, between there and Holmesville. This is moving to the east-northeast at about 45 miles per hour. Starting to slow down a little bit, so hopefully we'll see this begin to weaken just a bit, but so far that's not the case. So if you're in this warned area for Appling County and Bacon counties, including New Lacey. Still stay in your safer location until this warning is able to expire in another 20 minutes. And we could see this extend further to the east as it makes its way through Appling County. So again, if you are in Appling County, southern Appling County, get to that safer location. The Weather Service out of the Jacksonville office is confirming that this is a tornado on the ground. This same cell does have a history of producing some tornadic wind damage in areas to our west along I-75. So definitely this is a type of situation to take seriously. We've been talking about the potential for strong and severe storms for this afternoon. Overall, risk is low. Whenever we talk about a low risk, doesn't mean it's zero, and that's the case that we are dealing with right now in Appling County. So again, that tornado warning is in place until 7 o'clock this evening for the southern portions of Appling County, not including Baxley, though you could be dealing with some of those stronger winds as this does make its way through. So as far as the timetable, as when this is moving to some different neighborhoods, Holmesville, 647, Surnsey 653, Brentwood 656, Bethel 659, Odom 7 o'clock. Beyond there, the warning should be expiring, at least as far as right now. But if your town is showing up on this list on the left side of your screen, including Jessup, stay in that safer location until this storm is able to pass, because by 7:10, 7:15, this storm is going to be moving into places like Long County and approaching into Liberty County over the next, say, half an hour or less, with this storm moving about 45 to 50 miles per hour. The Weather Service indicating that moving a little bit slower than it was able to. Want to back up to Alma itself. You are in the clear. Technically, that warning is in place until 6:45, but that main area of the storm has been able to pull away, moving to the northeast very quickly. So you're in the clear. Hopefully, you are not one of the people who are potentially dealing with some damage from this storm, because we are dealing with strong wind up to about 70 miles per hour or more with this system for Appling, Bacon into Wayne County with this storm as it is moving through the area. Elsewhere in the Coastal Empire and the Low Country, we don't have any severe weather, though we are starting to see the thunderstorm activity begin to pick up. Because of that threat, though, in the southern part of the area, we do also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Wayne County, a severe thunderstorm warning for the rest of Appling County until 7:30 with this storm moving through. But our main concern right now is that potential for that tornadic wind moving through the southern parts of Appling County. As far as what we were seeing on radar, looks like maybe that circulation is starting to loosen up just a little bit, enough that they have decided to just extend the severe thunderstorm warning. But as far as the severe thunderstorm warning for Bacon and Ware counties further to the west, the Weather Service has just been able to allow those to expire. So definitely some areas to the west you're starting to get in the clear, so that's some good news right there. Right, so our Viper radar is indicating that this storm is moving east-northeast at 49 miles per hour, so that will take it into the area of Surnsey in the next couple of minutes. As far as that main area that we're concerned about with any potential of that rotation continuing, I should say, is a little bit to the south of there, south of Holmesville, pretty close to the border of Appling and into Bacon into Appling County. So we are seeing this still on radar a little bit, not quite as tight as it was just a little bit ago. So that's a good sign, showing that this is likely starting to weaken just a bit as it is approaching Highway 341 just to the south of Surnsey. Going to back this up just a little bit on our radar. See how those brighter colors are to the south of Holmesville, and then as we see it move a little bit more to the east, that's what we're watching for that as far as where that tornado would be. But right in here is where where we were watching, but you can see as it pushes more from the west to the east, starting to loosen up a little bit. That's a good sign. That means that if we did indeed have that tornado on the ground, things are starting to lift a little bit, but we still have that potential for strong and gusty wind with this system, because we do have the severe thunderstorm warning in place for areas further to the east, including Bentwood and Odom, until 7:30. But it looks like that tornado threat is starting to loosen up, lighten up just a little bit for us. So definitely good news, at least for the short term, on radar. So, and just in from the Weather Service, just as expected, the tornado warning for Bacon County. So that original one that included Alma, that one has expired because of the storm now making its way into Appling County now pretty quickly. So we will see this still with a threat for another few minutes. So until the system does begin to weaken a little bit more, it's still a good idea to stay in that safer location. Remember, that's the lowest level of your home, away from windows and doors. If you have a basement, that's great. If you do have time, if you are, say, out into Wayne County and you're in a mobile home, might be a good idea to, right now, if you can, stay in the Odom area, get to that safer location in a sturdy structure that could withstand the stronger winds. Just taking a look there. Just going to let this go for just a moment. So again, that tornado warning for Appling County is until 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So this is approaching Surrency right now, about 45 to 50 miles per hour. Just going to check to see if the Weather Service is receiving any type of reports of damage. We don't have anything coming in just yet. So that's hopefully that means good news, or maybe we just haven't received the word of any type of damage just yet. But we do have a report that this threat is considerable with this storm. Wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. This is mostly radar indicated as far as the severe thunderstorm warning, as it is moving more into Bacon and Wayne counties and parts of Appling County, I should say, Appling and Wayne County, as far as that a severe thunderstorm threat. So even outside that tornado warned area, we are watching for that concern for strong and severe winds, which would cause damage. So another update from the Weather Service. They are still seeing what we were just talking about on radar, with the addition of that the tornado warning remains in effect, and it is a confirmed tornado located near Surrency, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So that is right in the center of our warned area. So this is the area that we are watching right now, right along 341. So if you're in this area into Appling County, into northern parts of Wayne County, definitely stay in that safer location. Right now, this is moving through the area. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground, according to the National Weather Service. So this is the type of warning that you need to take seriously. Get to that safe place. Get away from windows and doors. Cover yourself up. A blanket, cover your head, protect your head. Get to that interior room until this threat passes. The more walls you put between you and the outside, that increases your chance of surviving a tornado hitting your home directly. And that is something that you definitely need to do right now. If you are in Surrency, the National Weather Service is confirming that we do have a tornado on the ground right now. The warning for Appling County is in place until 7 o'clock. Areas to the east of this, to Wayne County, you want to get to that safe place also, because we can likely see this warning get extended into places like Bentwood, Odom, Madre Springs. Stay in that safe place. Get there right now. Want to give you enough lead time to get there, because this looks like it is staying just a little bit tighter as far as that rotation. And they are confirming that even though that this is starting to loosen up, weaken a little bit on radar, they're confirming that there is still a tornado on the ground, likely producing damage. Okay, and we're just receiving word from our booth that we don't have any reports just yet of power outages. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for those to get reported to us, but that is a good sign that we're not seeing a wide swath of power outages. That means if you are watching us, if you can hear us, if you are in places like Wayne County, places like Appling County, get to your safe place now while you can. And it looks like this where the rotation would be right now, crossing more outside of the warned area. This would be our focus of where we do have those stronger winds on radar, so approaching Bentwood. So if you're along 341 into Wayne County, into Appling County, get to that safer location right now. This storm is moving fast. It is moving to the east, northeast, or northeasterly direction at about 45 miles per hour. So now's the time, if you can, get to that safer location, because this is, according to the National Weather Service in Jacksonville, Florida, which covers that portion of the WSAV viewing area. They are reporting a confirmed tornado moving northeast at 45 miles per hour, and it is a radar confirmed tornado, so we don't have actual ground confirmation just yet, but we're seeing indications of flying debris, and that would be dangerous if you would be involved in that. So they're reporting the tornado on the ground, though, so take cover right now, like we've been talking about. Get to that safest location in your home, away from windows and doors, and we could see this extend, this warning extend a little bit more to the east into Wayne County. So if you're in northern parts of Wayne County outside that warning, get to that safer location right now, because it looks like this is holding together pretty well. So the areas in northern Wayne County are in a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:30, with that potential, though, of a tornado moving through your area as well. Just that they haven't pulled, more or less triggered yet that warning just yet for us. Moving through that area just yet. So either way, get to that safer location. Just checking to see. It's a lot going on here. A lot of computer screens, a lot of things to look at. So if you hear any silence, kind of looking at something. But as far as what we are seeing right now, as all indications are that we need to take this warning seriously. Now looks like that focus is outside of that warned area. Surrency, Bentwood, that's where we do have some of those stronger winds moving through those areas where we could see that damage. So get to that safer location if you are in any area of northern Appling County and into Wayne County, especially along 341 points northward. That's where we do have that greatest threat for damage from either severe wind in excess of 60 miles per hour, or tornadic winds, which could be even stronger than that. So this is our main focus right in here as far as those strongest winds, as this storm is moving from the west to the northeast at about 45 miles per hour. It has been slowing down over the last 45 minutes or so. Originally, this line has been moving, or was moving, at about 50 to 60 miles per hour for areas well to our west. So definitely some strong wind, a lot of energy associated with this. And in a situation like that, on a day like today, it really doesn't take much for you to start to see little brief spin-up tornadoes or even land spouts with some of these storms as they roll through the area. We have a strong southerly flow, so even outside of the severe thunderstorms, we could be dealing with some pretty strong and even damaging wind. And even as the storms end for tonight, we're going to be dealing with that potential for damaging wind through the day. Tomorrow, wind gusts will be in excess of 30 miles per hour. As everything pushes off of the coast, we'll see the weather overall improve. But with all the rain that we had for today, where we've received up to about 1.5 inches to even 2 inches for some of us around the area, that could be enough to knock down some trees. So don't let your guard down tomorrow, even though we'll have some sunshine moving into the picture. And now just popping onto our screen on Viper Radar, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning in place for areas outside of that tornado warning. So I'm going to get the latest on that for you. That warning would indicate winds in excess of 50 or 60 miles per hour. The storm's still moving pretty fast. They're indicating that maybe now starting to pick up a little bit of speed, 50 to 60 miles per hour with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So as far as the new severe thunderstorm warning, that includes Liberty County until 8 o'clock, Tattnall County until 8 o'clock, Long County, including Ludwig, until 8 o'clock. So this storm looks like it is going to begin to really roll through the area and continue to have a lot of energy. Going to check to see what the latest is on our tornado warning. The Weather Service has talked about it showing some weakening, just like what we have been talking about. And also there was a debris signature involved with this circulation, so more than likely there is some damage out there in portions of Appling County. So looks like the storm overall is going to be holding together as it does move to the northeast at about 50 miles per hour now. So it's definitely moving pretty fast. It is the circulation is moving. It's still moving pretty quickly, crossing Georgia Highway 15 and toward Highway 121. So we are going to continue to see this pushing through the area as far as the potential for stronger storms in the southern portions of the coastal empire. So the new severe thunderstorm warning is in place until 8 o'clock. And again, that includes Liberty County. Get to a safe place. Stay indoors until these storms do pass through your area. Long County, including Ludwig, Waltherville, that is until 8 o'clock. As far as the severe thunderstorm warning for Tattnall County, also until 8 o'clock for that potential for wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour. So this storm definitely has a lot of energy, definitely a lot of steam with it. But at least as far as what we are watching with the tornado warning portion of this, starting to show some signs of weakening. So that is some good news overall. However, the threat does continue to move through the area with these stronger winds. Now that we are approaching 7 o'clock and that main circulation is now pushing out of or definitely has moved out of that warned area now, it looks like this is transitioning more back into a regular severe thunderstorm type of wind event where we would be dealing with that potential for those strong winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. So that's the tornado warning. It has been able to expire now that that storm has moved out of the area. We're going to take a break with this for right now. We'll get you back to regular programming, but if you are in any of these warned areas, we will keep them at the top of your screen throughout programming and also break in if we do have any more tornadoes developing in our area. And also we will be checking for damage reports and everything through the evening. We'll have the latest on WSAV News 3 tonight at 11.
Log on to WSAV.com for more on this Storm Team 3 weather alert.